Hi guys, it's Harvey from All Parts. Now I'm not trying to, this is a Pentair Stay Right book. Not trying to copyright anybody or anything else like that. I do recommend, I say this all the time, Pentair Stay Right has a college once a year. If you're serious about being in the pool industry and the repair end, I recommend so strongly that you go to this college. And it books up very quickly. And it's only once a year. It's out in Wisconsin. But remember when I used to keep saying, I would like 1.5" be outlawed. I would like to either see 2.5" minimum. And I would like to see 45s, no 90s. Well, I just want to show you. If we put two 1-inch pieces of pipe, okay, two 1 inches of piece of pipe, we go, okay, Harvey, that's equal to a 2-inch pipe. No, it's equal to half the volume. See all this that you're missing? Okay? All right? So you could fit you would need 4 1-inch pipes to do what 1 2-inch pipe can do. That's why I'm saying 1.5" should be outlawed. For what 1.5" can do, you would need 2 or 3, 1.5 versus a 2.5 or a 2. Okay? The other thing is, everything on hydraulics from the beginning to the end, and I'll show you some different diagrams. All your 45s and 90s and everything add feet. So when you're calculating for your pool pump, okay, you need to know head of feet or how many feet am I pulling. Well, that means you got to calculate all the pipe. What kind of pipe is it? Okay, like flex pipe, just to let you know. Flex pipe versus Schedule 40, for every foot of flex pipe versus Schedule 40 is equal to about 1.5 feet of regular Schedule 40. It's times 1.5. So if you have 10 feet of flex pipe, it's equal to 15 feet. All right? It adds up real quick. But I told you I don't like 90s. I think outlaw 90s on suction side, minimum suction side, should be outlawed. All right? Here is a 90, and here's two 45s that make a 90. Is 5.4. That's 8.5. Okay? So this shouldn't be feet right there, that 5 feet. It should be 8 feet 5 inches. That should be 5 feet 4 inches. Okay? They got this wrong too. This shouldn't be, it should be 3 feet 6 inches. Not, you know. So they got that. It's a typo. But anyway, even if we have a pine needle, and I hate pine needles, a pine needle would go in, hit that 90, and not quite make that bend. If you have a 45, you may get lucky and get debris through a 45. I always recommend a skimmer plate. But I just want to show you a little bit about hydraulics, because I'm trying to avoid having pools done by a licensed plumber. Once that happens, a $20,000 pool is going to turn into $40,000 right quick. There's another piece of thing I want. I should draw it out. Loop your returns. You can follow my mouse. Should have this. Say this is a pool. All right. This square is a pool. We have a jet here. We have a jet here. We have a jet here. And we have a jet here. What they're recommending to get equal pressure is loop the pool. Say we run 2.5, 3-inch pipe. We put a T. If this is 20 feet long, we put a T at 10 foot. So we go to the left, to the right side, and we go to the left side. We go around to our first eyeball. We put a T in. We keep going. Go to second eyeball. We put a T in. Go right around the pool with what? 45s, right? No 90s. Go around pool with 45s, no 90. Here's your other eyeball. Put a T in. Keep going straight with the pipe. Put a T in. Go around and connect up. You'll have better water flow and more equal water flow. All right? Each eyeball will get more water flow. Now, let's bring this to one other thing. And they do this in HVAC and ductwork. All right? Say we had two jets, one here and one here. What everybody does is they come in with a pipe, they put a T, go in here, and put a 90, and plumb that eyeball. It's wrong. If you want to have equal flow, and argument's sake, this eyeball and this eyeball is 8 feet apart. What you're going to do is you're going to run your 2 or 2.5-inch pipe, and you're going to put a T in at 4 feet. You're going to tee it this way. You're going to tee it this way. Now, this is where it comes interesting. You go, okay, Harvey, so I'll put my elbow in and we'll end it there and we'll end it there. No. You want your eyeballs to work properly and more efficient and give more water flow. What you're going to do is the eyeball is here. What you're going to do is you're going to put a T here, run straight here to your eyeball, put a T here, put in a straight pipe 6 or 8 inches, 9 inches, 10 inches past your eyeball, and put a cap. Same thing with this side. Bring it through, put a T, and then run piece of straight pipe with a cap. And what you're developing is you're developing back pressure, and your eyeballs, believe it or not, will give out more water flow. Sounds strange, but it works that way. So don't just put in 90s. Put in T's, and you can do 2 eyeballs, but do it that way. All right? So you have it here. It's 8 feet away. You do it dead center, 4 feet. All right? Go to the eyeball, put a T in, do a small 8 or 9, 12-inch piece of pipe, a cap. Same with this one. Put a T in, extend it with a cap, and you'll get more water flow than you ever did before. And you go, huh, Harvey was right. It's called hydraulics. Same as a hot water heater. All right? Say and everybody makes this mistake on hot water heaters. We have dual hot water heaters. I don't know why they call it a hot water heater. They should call it a cold water heater. Okay? Because if you had hot water while you're trying to heat it. All right? A lot of people call it a hot water heater. No, it's a water heater. It's making cold water hot. So we have a cold water heater standing here, and we have a cold water standing here. We have it in, we have it out on our first one. We have it in and out on our second one. What everybody does, they come in with water in the in. The out goes out to the in on the second one, and then comes out and plumbs the house. It's wrong. If you listen to me on a hot water heater, how to plumb it, I can almost guarantee you 4 times the amount of volume of hot water you get right now. We're going to space them evenly, all right? So the cold side on this one and the cold side in this one is 4 feet away. We put a T in. We use come out a 90, and 90, come out and over there. For the cold sides are 4 feet away. We put a T in at 2 feet, exactly 2 feet, and we plumb both water heaters with out of that T. Now what I would do over here is I would put a shutoff valve for this one and a shutoff valve for this one. We'll get to that in a little bit. So we have 2 shutoff valves on both water heaters. I probably would have a shutoff valve for the main. Now on the other one, now the hot side, argument's sake, now is at 2 feet. All right? What we're going to do is we're going to come up, and it's all going to be equal. Okay? It's going to be equal and level. All right? Come out 90. So at 2 feet, we're going to put a T in at a foot. All right? With a shut off between this one and a shut off between that one. All right? And a shut off probably at the main line on the hot water. Now they're working in unison. The other way around, one would be a slave. One would be a slave. So you're plumbing hot water into one. It's not kicking on. My way, okay, they're virtually going to turn on at the same time, and you're going to get more volume of hot water. Now the reason why I'm telling you to put ball valves on the hot and cold before the after the lines going in and out. Say we had a heater we needed to work on. Instead of having the house down with hot water, if you turned off the hot and the cold ball valve to this heater tank, one still could be working. We don't have the house down. Okay? Like I said, I don't know if anybody can tell, but in my day I did some plumbing. Okay? I was in construction most of my life. All right? Can pretty much tell you anything. But anyway, hydraulics, safety. It's very important. Think of 1.5-inch pipe should be outlawed. Go minimum 2-inch, 2.5 or 3-inch. I prefer better. No 90s, all 45s. And you'll be a happier camper. And later on, maybe today, I'll do values of, there's a chart on 90s and what length of pipe is capable of, what the values are, and it's quite interesting. But you'll learn this in the hydraulic school of Pentair. to college. That's why I can't express enough. If you want to learn and be a real good mechanic, go to the Pentair College. You'll never regret it. Again, my name's Harvey from All Parts Pool and Spa. Take care, guys.